Hey, Faith family. I hope you all are well tonight. I've been praying for you guys. I know a lot of people are having a lot of issues, and I'm praying extra for our body that we are healed and in His presence and going for His will, for His kingdom come. I wanted to talk about the signs in the sky tonight. I have found some interesting things. This verse here in Psalm 8. For I see the heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars which you have established. What is man that you remember him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? Also in Psalm 19, we see that the heavens declare his esteem, his glory, and we know that it says that in the end days we'll see signs in stars, sun, and moon. And we know that in Genesis it says he made them for that, to mark times and seasons, and we're definitely in some wild seasons of signs in the sky, and we just need to be keeping an eye out. So this is tonight's alignment. I took a picture on my star app, and you can see that Jupiter and Saturn are really close. Well, what I found out is that Saturn and Jupiter are going to conjunct on December 21st. And I found that interesting because that is 7 days after a total solar eclipse. And that total solar eclipse happens to be in the middle point of Hanukkah this year. So that was interesting. And I Googled to see about Saturn, and it says it's one of the planets that's mentioned in the Bible. It says Saturn, the current Hebrew name of Saturn is Shabtai, and it sounds like Shabbat, the holy day of Saturday. So we can see here that Saturn, Saturday, Sabbath day, it all could be seen in that view. But we can also see that there's a lot of people that are like, Saturn is pagan, and that's the duality of it. And the duality of Sabbath, the sign, the covenant, is the enemy. So this guy right here, I guess he's convinced that Saturn is evil, and I can see some points here, but this is the duality, and this is how it works. It says Satan is named after Saturn, the Sabbath is named after Satan, after Saturn, and Saturday is the sixth planet. Saturday is the sixth day of the week, which is not true. The seventh day of the week. So we see here, it's off. It's off a little bit. But duality is always off. It's a counterfeit of the truth. So we can see here that you can see it one way or another, however you choose to. Now, Jupiter, the other planet, it is the king of the planets. And I've always thought of it as like Messiah's planet, but apparently there's a duality of Jupiter too. It says it's the largest of the solar system. It's called, it looks like Sadak. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, which means justice. It appears in the Old Testament, but not in reference to a planet. Although this is visible, it was known in the biblical era. It is mentioned in the New Testament in Hebrew as Baal, and its Roman name, Jupiter. Interesting, isn't that? And they called Barnabas Jupiter and Paul Mercurius because he was a chief speaker. Jupiter was the Roman head god, the mythological parallel of the Greek god Zeus, father of gods and men, who was in charge of law and order. Perhaps this is the reason that Hebrew name Zadak, justice, is somewhat embarrassing that Hebrew to borrow words from pagan mythology. Well, see, here's the thing. The truth is, it's a counterfeit. So they actually stole the name and stole it from the light, the truth. So I wouldn't say Hebrews stole it from the pagans. I'd say the pagans tried to counterfeit the Hebrews. But that's just my opinion. And here's that solar eclipse. It's going to be a total solar eclipse on December 14th, which is 7 days before the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. So here they are right here. I put a little dot on the 14th. That's the solar eclipse you're looking at. And the X on the conjunction, which also happens to be, I think it's called the winter solstice. I don't know. They do some sort of satanic ritual on that day, I know, because my son was born on that day. My grandmother passed away on that day. It's a very significant day for me. And it's also high duality, because if you see 12, 21, it's 12 is 21 backwards, and it's 2020. At the beginning of 2020, I got the word duality. This was going to be a year of duality, of separation, of division, and it has been that for sure. I also put on here that it's been 3 years and 3 months from the Revelation 12 sign, because that also points to him in his return. And I truly believe that it's linked somehow. I mean, they're all important signs in the sky. So this is my favoriteest verse about stars. The heavens are proclaiming the esteem of El, and the expanse declaring the work of his hand. Day to day pours forth speech. Night to night reveals knowledge. There is no speech and there are no words. There is no voice that is not heard. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them he set up a tent for the sun, and it is like a bridegroom coming out of his room. It rejoices like a strong man run to the path. Its rising from one end of the heavens, and its circuit from one end to the other, and naught is hidden from its heat. The Torah of Yahuwah is perfect, bringing back the being. The witness of Yahuwah is trustworthy, making wise the simple. The orders of Yahuwah are straight, rejoicing the heart. The command of Yahuwah is clear, enlightening the eyes. The fear of Yahuwah is clean, it's standing forever. The right rulings of Yahuwah are true. They are righteous altogether, more desirable than gold, than much fine gold, and sweeter than honey and the honeycomb. Also your servant is warned by them, and guarding them there is great reward. Who discerns mistakes? Declare me innocent from those that are secret. Also keep your servant back for presumptuous ones. Do not let them rule over me. Then I shall be perfect and innocent of great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing before you, O Yahuwah, my rock and my redeemer. I love those verses. I saw this video, which I'm going to try to put in the comment link somehow. I'm really new to all this video making, so I'm not sure, but I think I can put it in the descriptions. This video right here that I watched, and these people are saying that basically the Mayan calendar was supposed to end December 21st, 2012, but they had gotten it wrong, and it's actually December 12th or 21st, 2020 is what they're saying. So they're saying that they think the Mayan calendar is supposed to end at the end of this year, and that these conjunctions are pointing to that, but we'll see. And you know, there is a lot of prophecy being fulfilled, a lot of revelations happening, and people waking up all over. It's very encouraging to see. But I just wanted to show this, and then this is basically to talk to you about the fact that we are in the end days. We keep seeing signs daily. They keep pouring in, and we need to be aware that he says these days were coming, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in December. I'm not even sure what's happening tomorrow, but I know that there's so many signs converging and so many things out there, and I just really wanted to point out this conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter, because it's just yet another sign, and the fact that the total solar eclipse is 7 days before it, I think is significant as well. So anyways, just keep looking up and reading your Bible. I love you guys, and keep shining for the Most High.